Hello and welcome. Give me a second to get everything set up. Oh, there it is. That's not great. Okay then. So it seems like for some weird reason it's wanting to go really slow, but other than that, everything seems to be working fine, so hopefully that'll just kind of go away once my computer's completely awake. Whew.
I know this place. I don't know how. It just looks familiar.
Okay, let's... Okay, never mind. Everything seems to be working fine now. That's weird. Okay. Actually, that's really good, because basically just, like I said, the computer just needed time to
That's the
realize
same
what was going
star
on.
we saw on those flying machines. The machines did come from here. Hammond was right.
Okay. Another small thing for anybody who's jumps into this. This won't be a full, like, I'm not going to be around for a full, like, 2 or 3 hours.
I
like
knew this med pack was
normally
going to
try
be
to.
here. How do I know this?
It's, I want to say probably going to be about half an hour or so. But we'll see what goes on. Like, notes are great, but I really don't care about the notes too much right now. That med pack wasn't bad, but definitely doesn't feel great when it's like, oh yeah.
Machines, all unbroken, but quiet. Are they asleep?
It's like you go through and it's all that little exploration, you don't really get anything from it. That being said, these don't look like the ones from outside, because they're bigger. And you can kind of see they have, like, really long legs. So hopefully we don't... Well, I mean, actually, hopefully we fight
why the
something
Elder
like
kept
that.
us away from this place, but I think we're about to find out. I don't believe it. I can't believe it.
grew up as kids, I'm guessing.
Unreal. A tree and grass, just like outside. This is messing with my head. This can't be a picture of me, right?
Although this is one of those things that, like, as both a player and a game designer, I have, like, very different opinions on this. Because for the most part, like, I understand the point as a designer of getting the players to do their own exploration, because it kind of ingrains them into the story.
All this time we're talking about skeletons that don't look like us. This one kinda does. There might have been mutants in Eden.
Like, oh yeah, well, you're coming through and you find a medical bay and you find that skeleton, as well as a report about the bone density of the mutants. Like, okay, that's like a real good way to immerse your players, but at the same time, as a player, this is one of those things that could easily have been changed to a small little cutscene that gives you most of this information. Maybe like the story, because I'm having to walk through this entire thing to get to a story beat. And so, like, yeah, that they could just easily have been, okay, this is going to be the
Look, the screen with the lights. If we want answers, that's a good place to start.
And it's like, okay, so these ones will all have cutscene, or this will be straight a cutscene, and then if you want to explore more, you can go through the rest of it.
We huddle around the screen. The words Mutant Project blink on and off in big red letters. The screen turns black, then explodes with a flurry of flashing images, faster than we can take in. I catch glimpses of mutants in test tubes, animals in cages, strands of code, something called DNA. The screen freezes on one final image. An employee profile. A scientist of the Mutant Project. It says his name is Ingmar Edison. His face. When we see his face, those eyes staring back at us, we couldn't believe it. It was him. The profile says his status was revoked after stealing mutant experiments from the lab. Memories come flooding back. We were the experiments. They raised us in tubes and played games with our DNA. Made us freaks. The Elder was part of this. Happy endings died with the ancients. Why didn't he tell us? Who is he? The room spins. The truth comes flooding back into my brain. Everything I know is a lie. I lose my balance. As the room turns black, a voice crackles onto the radio. Ghost-like, ethereal, like the ancients calling down from space.
Come on, Center Sweden. Come in, come on, Center Sweden. I repeat, come on, Center Sweden. Come on, Center Sweden. Come in, come on, Center Sweden. I repeat, come on.
Wait, was that actually just straight up like the end of the game? Okay then. So, if that was the end of the game, let's go ahead and see what else we can do. Because there are all these areas we haven't been to yet. Let's see. I guess the Iron Serpent is the way to go. We'll go to whatever that car is. Looks like I screwed up the other day when I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and call it here. Like, no, I should have taken that extra 10 minutes. So that being said, that is a very awkward ending. Okay.
The Elder's gonna be chewing our ears off if we don't find some scrap to bring back to the Ark. This is the scrapyard. Hooey, look at all that scrap.
Okay. I see a butcher and I see somebody else. Okay, there he is up on top. Oh, actually, two people it looks like. Few people, actually. Huh.
Come to me, Scrap. Come to Big Papa.
Okay, I don't think I have the power to take a tank yet. However, I can, without any doubt, drop a hunter. Just gotta figure out the best way to do it without anybody finding out. Okay, I'm gonna let him come back over here. Okay, and we'll just... yeah, everybody's got what they need. I believe he'll walk over to that air conditioner thing? Yeah, air conditioning unit. And from there... that'll give us our best shot at him.
Serves you right.
You finally figured out how to use that thing?
Okay.
Come on.
Chief Deadfinger. There's one wandering butcher and a wandering hunter. That was a little scary. Like, I'm pretty sure we could probably walk through this entire zone without too much issue. We are level 70. Well, I mean, hell, we did just beat the game, I believe. Or lost the game. I'm not actually sure. Like, that was very awkward timing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah!
Over here.
Okay. And, like, I mean, it definitely looks like they were trying to set something up for a sequel or DLC. If that is actually how they plan on ending the game. It's just really weird that that's... with everything else going on, that's where they would end it.
Regroup.
Actually, you know what? Let's guarantee this kill.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Own it.
I didn't even need that. She's gonna crit too, isn't she? Yep.
Feel that?
You finally figured out how to use that thing?
So glad he was really dead. He just, like, gets up and moves. Okay, there's a butcher here
Why
and
are we dropping junk? He wants junk. Junk? They didn't tell you. This one's a steel chariot. That one's another steel chariot. Well, broken steel chariot. Both of them broken really, but when they were working,
That's a pretty... I'm gonna say that's a hawk.
Steel chariot. Yeah.
Might actually be an eagle from its size. But it's really pretty. Let's see. Oh, okay, he'll move around. I think I might be able to stun lock him. So that shouldn't be too big of an issue to kill that guy. And by that guy I mean the, like, leader or whatever he's called.
Gotcha. Amen to that.
Okay, back me up.
Oh, and awesome. Looks like let's see, they call it a melting tool.
I can
Is it-
faintly see the letters T-O-R-C-H. Torch! But it's a pretty crappy torch, as it's not giving as much...
I guess it was actually a blowtorch. I was like, oh, it looks actually like an air compressor. Okay, let's go ahead and hog rush this, because we are not killing 30 health. Okay. Let's go ahead and move her closer.
Be back.
You really would think that an arrow going into a dude laying on the ground's chest would hurt him a little more than
That
just kind of
had to
a...
hurt.
Eh.
Bye. Call me.
Now that was a good kill.
Over
Okay.
here.
Not bad. I don't think I have a need for that. I'm trying to think. I do know that... Well, hell, I can look. I am using a broiler or fire with his shotgun. It is actually a broiler as well, and I believe with his... Yeah, his sniper rifle. Yeah, and she has a knockback drive, so I don't really have a need for another broiler, but it is a nice thing to have on hand. Let's see. And I'm gonna go ahead and just get high ground against this guy. Just so, well, all my people have high ground against him, and will have an improved critical chance.
Break up. Over here.
And she, I believe, is the one most affected, because, yeah, she gets that plus 20 from being hidden, and is also hidden. And then high ground to hit, so let's go ahead and take a couple of shots. Okay, and with him, we'll just go above and beyond, and we'll also go loud. It's actually really nice to see that I can take out a big tank in a single round without any contention. It's too bad I can't do it silently, but...
Bullseye.
Amen to that.
Over here.
Okay. Oh, and he was guarding a weapon, it looks like. Just a old-fashioned slinger. That's... I'm trying to think where this was in the story, and I don't think a slinger was a great weapon to have gone through this for. I mean, the artifact alone is more than worth backtracking for this, but yeah, I don't think a slinger was. Is there anything else in this area? Just some scrap. And If I haven't picked up everything, I've at least picked up everything that really seems like it's worth my time. So I've got the jukebox. It doesn't look like there's any... Or not jukebox. I got the artifact. It doesn't look like there's any notes or anything like that that I'd be interested in. Okay. Let's see. Where else have I not been? See, and this is the hard part, because it's... I'm missing 2 notes, and I'm missing a few artifacts. I'm not exactly sure where they could be. Okay, so it looks like I never actually made it to the Fallen Angel? No, that doesn't seem right. Pretty sure I came through here because I'm 90% positive I killed the, like, Moose Man or whatever. The mascot of this place. One of the bad things about RPGs when you're going through and you're like, okay, so I've done this, this, and this, and if you come upon an area that you couldn't beat, then you have to figure out where it was. Especially since it seems like everything I'm missing is optional. I was supposed to go up that mountain. Okay, no, the Lair of the Horned Devil is where I... Like, this... Oh, I remember the Fallen Angel now. That's where I ended up getting the high-tech pistol. Or was that the Metal Bird? I don't know. It's one of those... I'm not exactly... No, the Metal Bird's where you start from, I believe. Yeah, Hammond's Castle... See if there's something I can figure out while I'm here.
Your mission is accomplished. Hammond has returned to the Ark. On the edge of his life, grant you but alive. I'm told that you continue to explore the zone. This does not make your elder happy. Take a rest, stalkers. Go to Prips and regale the patrons with tales of valor. This adventure is over.
Well, that's kind of what I'm trying to
Thank you
find
for
out, or trying to
letting
find
this
out.
old man ramble. Go in peace, stalkers.
Okay, let's see if there's anything in the shop worthwhile.
Welcome. If you want zone gear, I've got it.
Nope, nothing that
Safe
seems
travels.
pique my interest.
Welcome to the Fix Pit. My name's Delta.
Got all my gears maxed out.
Later, stalkers.
Well, look what the Zone Wolf dragged
Let's
in.
see.
Good to see you.
We can get medic, but at this, like, we literally just beat the game, so none of this matters now. Like, now the only thing that's left, I believe, is to go through and find the rest of the artifacts? Let's see. Yeah, because we can backpack and look at all the different stuff. Is there a better way to look at the artifacts, though? And here, like, yeah, we're 6 levels away from being able to max out everybody's. Well, she's only 1 level away. But both Borman and Ducks are 6 levels away. If we swap out here. Magnus is 9 levels away. Holy shit. But Pharaoh... Are they different levels? No, because it's a party level. This is confusing. Because it does seem like that is the end. Which means I'm basically just in a stage where it's go and try to find the last of the artifacts, and I'm positive I missed artifacts due to the Castle of Light. See if we can come across anything. Yeah, and this is where that, like, first fight that you're not supposed to do is. Yeah, I guess we are done with the game, and now it's literally just a mop-up. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to come in contact with more encounters. Maybe it's a higher levels give more experience type thing. Just gonna jump over here and see if maybe it'll have it. But yeah, apparently I was right. Like, half an hour would be more than enough to beat the game. So, I mean, I really enjoyed it. Like, I mean, I'm here, so I might as well do some talking about it. I really enjoyed the game. There are some weird parts, like, there's a lot of walking around for no reason without, like, a run. Like, you get the, oh, you can stealth and move slower, but, like, without, like, a run or a dash feature. Like, that'd be something that would make this a lot better, is, like, a button you could, like, to either fast forward time type thing, where it's like, okay, now you just zip forward in time, or a button where you can, like, just, like, run. Wait, did I never pick this up? Wait, no, I think I did end up picking this up, but, like, it, or was it already activated? Yeah, I've already picked it up, the L generator. That's the one that was worth multiple points. But yeah. The whole, like, I do like the exploration, the ability to kind of, like, stealth. That is one of the big problems with XCOM. Is in XCOM, because whenever you first see an alien, or in XCOM 1, when you first see an alien, it kind of triggers their phase and their turn. So you, like, there's no such thing as a sneak attack or anything like that. It's, oh, you saw them, now they get to make actions against you. And XCOM 2 did fix that. You do get the ability to kind of do some stealth and kill people and, or like, yeah, kill individuals without, like, going out of cover. I don't remember what they called it, but, like, you could stay stealth while killing people if you can get them down fast enough and whatnot. Although I think in that you needed to be able to kill people in, like, one hit, as opposed to here where it's one round, but also they can't be heard or seen going down. I like the system a little bit better. Yeah. Outside of that, the combat feels good for the most part, though the game is really short. I want to say this is probably going to be like a, maybe at most a 2-hour game if you know what you're doing. Like, a lot of the time I was streaming it was mostly just kind of me wandering around. And actually that's probably one of the reasons you can't move so fast, because if you could actually move at a decent speed, like a run function when you're out of combat, then yeah, you could probably beat the game in an hour. I'm really hoping there's a new game plus, because if there's a new game plus where I can go in with the weapons I have and stuff like that to start building, that would make things a lot better. Especially because I'm at a point where I do have a lot of like quests that I can't do because I need to do like Magnus, I need to do his possess a bunch of people quest and stuff like that. But yeah, this game definitely solid ratings from me. I definitely enjoyed my time with it. I just really wish there was more time. Like, it's kind of one of those things when you're like after you've had like a really good dinner and you're like, I'm kind of pissed off at this dinner, not because it was a bad dinner, but because like it's done. Or like when you're at a party or anything like that, like I'm upset that there's nothing left to do. There's no more game. And I guess that's kind of that's what you want in a game, is a game that will get you and be like, oh yeah, it's over, and you're wanting more. But at the same time, it just really feels like it's such an empty, like if they don't add like an expansion in the next month or so, like I haven't been paying attention to it, but, or like news or anything, but if they don't add an expansion shortly that kind of expands the story, or if not an expansion, maybe a sequel or something, I'm gonna kind of be a little upset, because I do know there's a pen and paper version, and I think that the story for the pen and paper version, or at least like one of the pre-made campaigns for the pen and paper version, follows the game. But yeah, it's most of my frustration with this game comes from I want to know more, and I don't feel like it's right that they're making me wait. That being said, this wasn't a full-priced game on release, if I remember right. I think it's a $40 game. Actually, let me double check that. Just pull it up on my phone real quick while we're here. And yeah, it's a $35 game right now. It's definitely worth $35.
Look at those wounds. It's like this ghoul got burned to a crisp. Bet you around at Prip's best that middleman caused this.
Huh. It's weird loot that I
Will
didn't
you
pick
look
up.
at that? His unfather. Oh, ain't that sweet?
I know I've been here, though. Huh, weird. Anyway, I think that's about all I have left to say is, yeah, for a $35 game, so about half of a full price game, we got about a full price game experience. Hell, it's better than a lot of full price games we've been playing recently. But yeah, we've come to an end, and I guess that's just kind of where we have to take it. So let's see. I did only plan to stream for about 30 to 45 minutes today, or right now. I might do a little more streaming later when I get home from work, but I'm not it's really going to depend on how work kicks me. Wasn't actually even supposed to work today. It was kind of one of those like, hey, you're coming in on Monday, right? Like, no, you're coming in on Monday. I wasn't asking, I'm telling you. Like, okay then, whatever you say, boss. But anyway, yeah, so I definitely should have a much freer time streaming this week than I have over the last few weeks. It's been a bit hectic on my schedule. Like, I literally think I put almost 100 hours worth of into work so far this year. And, well, I mean, that's not that bad now. But over the last 2 weeks, I think I put about 100 hours in. Which is overtime for both. I really wish I got paid overtime. But anyway, enough about my life. If anybody asks my opinion, Mutant Year Zero, really great game. Definitely would suggest it. I'll probably make a little bit of a better video, an actual like little review video of something later, if I remember. But yeah. For everybody else, I hope you had fun watching me. I'm sorry that this last half hour or so of the game has been me wandering in a circle trying to figure out whether or not I just beat the game. But yeah, have a wonderful day, and goodbye.